Are we ready?
All yours, Anna.
Awesome. Thank you. Hey guys, my name is Anna and I am a designer with Michaels. And today we are doing some friendship bracelets. I'm sorry I did not get to introduce you face to face. I have lots of lighting equipment in front of my face. So we're just going to go straight into our project facing down to the desk. So what I like to start with typically is what our projects, what we're working on today. So we're going to do, this is kind of like a friendship bracelet 3 ways. So you'll be able to do 3 different types and styles of friendship bracelets by the end of this class. So the first one we're going to learn is a spiral, just a simple spiral. The second one we are going to learn is a friendship, like a stripe friendship bracelet, but the twist is we're going to put it on stretchy cord. So once you tie it on, you can still get it on and off to take a shower. Not that the shower would hurt this, but if you want to take it off for some reason, you could. And then this guy is a paracord, paracord style. And then we have a little sliding clasp or closure. And we're also going to put beads in there, and you can do a name or shapes or whatever. And we'll talk about that later. So those are the projects. So the product that you're going to need in order to make these guys are, you can use, we have this friendship bracelet kit. There are several colors. We have it in brights. We have it in these primary, and I believe there's one other set, and I don't have it with me. So, but I think there's one other color. Oh, it's a princess. It's like pinks and purples and that kind of thing. Another thing that you will need for the second bracelet will be this elastic stretchy cord. And most of these are interchangeable. So I will let you know that as we work through that you can, if you only purchased one of these types of cording, instructions are the same. It's just some of them, like the beginner, the spiral one may be a little bit tougher with this thicker one, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So this elastic cord comes in all these colors, and there's some other color packs as well. I'm not 100% sure what all the color options are, but this is the one we're using today. And then the other one is this pony bead lacing is what they call it. It's a round tubing. It's like a plastic tubing. It's kind of hard to see with my lighting here. So, but anyway, so that's for the last bracelet that we're going to do. Also, I put on our project list some beads. This alpha bead is just a great box for all kinds of projects. You can make these bracelets, you can make tons more. So it's kind of fun. Also, excuse me, I mentioned some pony beads. You want something with a big enough hole that you can thread through some of these thicker lacings like this guy here. So I went with, these right here, I just pulled out of the drawer just a few minutes ago. And these are awesome. They glow in the dark. They're pretty cool. And it's the same thing of what the instruction, the pony bead shapes that are on the product list. So they're just, just any pony beads that'll work. And you'll need some scissors and masking tape. Masking tape is not absolute, but it sure does make this a lot easier. And a ruler, and I don't have one right in front of me, but I have a tape across the bottom of my desk, so a ruler. So, and that's what we need, and basically that's just to measure out the threads. So let's get started on our first one. Okay, so I'm going to move all these others kind of out of the way so we can stay kind of focused on the one that we're working on at the time. So this is the spiral. So for this, I am going to use the friendship bracelet kit. And feel free to ask questions, and I can answer. I'm a mom, so I can pretty much do multiple things at once. So just go ahead and ask away as you wish. I'm going to choose a couple of colors. Looks like I just tend to go to these brights because I just think they're so much fun. They are the colors I used in the sample, but if you see here, I have stripes. I have stripes at different widths and lengths, and we'll talk about how to do that as we work. Okay, so the cool thing about the way I made this bracelet is when you wear it, there's 2 knots here, and so you'll just fold it in within itself, and then that is of course I didn't grab that because my lighting is kind of, and you just pop it through here, and that's your closure, which is easy and fun and easy to take off, easy to put back on, that kind of thing. So so we need, I pulled 6 or 5 colors. You can do 1 color, all the same color. You can do stripes of 2 colors. However you want to do this, that is not a problem. But you do need 36 inches from each one of these colors or whatever colors that you chose. If you want to do 3 colors, you don't need 5 strands. 3 strands is perfect. I am going to use 5. All mine it does is just makes it, a little bit more colorful with, with the multiple colors. So I'm just going to measure out 36 inches.
Anna, quick question here. Is there a limit on how many colors we can use?
No. The more colors, if you let's say you choose 15 colors, each one of your sections will have to be very, very small to get them all in. But I would recommend anywhere between 1 and 5. I think that's a good number. Here, this was 5 colors, and you can see it's very colorful. I was able to do variations. You can do variations of widths and lengths. You don't have to be so measured. I kind of started to, I did what I wanted to do when I made the sample was show that you can do bigger sections and small sections. And in our sample today, we may just do random, sizes of each section. But if you go and if you want to, I will say this, if you want to do 1 or 2 colors, go ahead and cut 36 inches of each one. I know I said earlier that you only needed 1, but it will make it, what it's going to do is give it a little bit of, if you have just 1, it's going to be really, really thin and fragile. You want it to be a little bit more durable. So go ahead and cut, if you're doing 2 colors, cut 2 36-inch strand lengths of each color, if that makes sense. And I'm just off camera right now because my ruler is just like my desk. So I am coming right back on. So here is, so I have 1, and I'm just going to, and then I'll put that together later. And then really what I do, to be honest, once I cut 1, I just cut the rest of them all together at the same time. So I just line them up. So you really want at least 3. I said, you want at least 3 strands, but I think 4 to 5 is a good. If you have, 4 or 5 colors, do 1 strand of each color. If you have, 2 colors, 1 color, then do a couple of, do a couple. And then I'm going to grab this other one here. 36 tends to be somewhat of our magic number on a couple of bracelet things that we're doing today. And now I'm just, just running them all together. And they're just kind of getting a little twisted, but I will fix that later. So I'm not going to worry about that. And then I'm just going to trim the ends. So to make that as easy as possible. And then here we go. And the nice thing is I already have them together. Once you get your 36, and I'm not going to go too fast, so I'm just going to talk a little bit. I'm going to talk just a smidge ahead, but I'm not going to actually work ahead. So once you get them all of your strands cut to 36 inches, you want to line them up end to end, and then you want to fold it in half. I'm not going to go much further, I promise. I'm just trying to get a little bit just so I can kind of show you what we're doing and keep talking. But you guys can get your things cut and we will get ready to start. So are there any questions yet? I know it's pretty early. We still doing all right?
No questions so far.
Awesome. Keeps this pretty easy. And the nice thing about these projects is it's kind of what we're going to learn in the first one, you'll also apply into the second one, and then we'll add a little bit more, and then so they kind of build on each other. It's not that you have to know one to get to the next one, but it sure does make it a little bit easier. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go on. So again, 36-inch strands, lay them on, align them all up so they're together, and then fold it in half. So you have this loop on this end, which is in the middle. And all I'm going to do here is I'm going to tie an overhand knot with all of them. And I'll show you before I tighten it, what I have here, just an overhead knot. And then I'm just sliding this up with my hands. And I'm just making a best guess. I'm not, making this too scientific, but I'm just thinking, my knot, I think I'm going to, push that knot through there later. So I don't want it too huge, but I definitely want to be able to put that knot through there. So then you have this little loop here. So that's your clasp. That's as easy as that is. Now this guy is a little bit longer, but that's all right. I'm going to keep that in the screen. Okay. So once you have your loop knotted, I'm going to take a piece of masking tape, Remember, I said it's not absolutely necessary, but sure does make your life a little bit easier. There's a couple of things that you can do if you don't have masking tape. If you have a clipboard, that works great. Clip this guy to your clipboard. If you have a binder clip and you're sitting down, I used to put it like on the into my shorts, and on my leg, and then clip it that way. You can clip it to a desk, just something that's sturdy. And I'm just going to, and actually I'm gonna go ahead and grab the knot too, because I just want this as sturdy as I can get it. And I'm just taping it to, and all that does is it provides an anchor.
Anna, before we move ahead, could we see that knot, the overhand knot again, please?
Of course. Let me peel this little guy up here. That is no problem. There you go. Now I'll keep that like in the, I don't know if that's in my lighting. Sometimes it's pretty good, but sometimes it is not. It seems to be, is it better over here? I wonder if I should shift over.
I think what they're asking is like, could you actually do the knot again?
Oh, sure.
How?
Sure. I'll just do it right here. I just won't tighten it all the way. So so you guys can see what I'm doing here. So I'm taking them all together. And I just wrapped it around my finger and tucked it under just like a normal overhead knot. So it looks like this. Now remember your closer up here. No, I could probably move it up so I'll just do it over that knot. So that way it makes a little bit more sense. And then I'm just pushing it up with my fingers as I'm tightening it. And then there's my knot.
Perfect.
All right, is that good? I'm gonna unknot that one just so I have that.
That's good. While you do that, could we use tape as well to secure, or would that not work?
Yes,
well?
tape would work just fine. I like to use masking tape just because it's just a little bit stronger. So you may need to use a couple of pieces and it may start to come up as you're working. And so if it does, just add a little bit more.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's an awesome question. I should have mentioned that earlier, but that's a great question. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're going to work over our we're going to work over our strands. I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it will in a minute, I promise. So I am because I like to have my colors kind of solid, like I did here. I'm grabbing the two oranges. So if you did two colors, just grab two of the light color strands because you want to work in twos just because it makes it a little bit thicker, makes your color a little bit thicker. And that's why we folded it over. So you have the two strands. So you should have, if you did 5 colors, you should have 2 strands of each color. If you did 2 strands, then you probably have 4, maybe 5 strands of each color. Just grab 2. Doesn't matter which one. This will just be our first color here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to work around this. Okay, so I'm going to do this really, really slow and very kind of exaggerated. So it makes a lot of sense. And then I will show you how to change colors. We'll practice a little bit and then we'll move on to our next bracelet so we can get the next technique down. Okay, and then you can finish these after a while. And if we work the whole thing, we won't have time for the other techniques, but we will get you at a good place and move to the next one. And as mentioned, these are recorded, so you can always go back. And since this is a Maker Academy, you'll be able to access the videos. So, okay, so you get 2 strands. And again, it doesn't have to be the same color. That's just the way I like to do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a backwards 4. So you see the 4, backwards 4, could be a sail in a sailboat, whatever makes you happy. I'm going to do a backwards 4. Now, for those who may be left-handed or I'm right-handed, so that makes sense to me. But if you're left-handed, you can do a forwards 4. It does not matter. Just what matters is you're consistent. Once you choose which direction you're going, you want to keep that direction throughout your whole bracelet. So it doesn't matter if you're backwards or you're forwards. When I mean that, I mean the backwards 4 or forwards 4. You will get the same result. You just want to keep consistent. Okay. And because the way my strands are laying, the backward just made sense to me. So we can do your 4. And then we're going to lift up these and we're going to grab this and pull it through this loop. And then we're going to just pull that little knot up to the top. And that is the simple knot of this. We're going to do that just over and over and over. Okay. So I'll show you again. And I'm just going to keep going because it's actually the exact same step. I'm going to do my backwards 4 or forwards 4, either way. And what I'll do here in just a minute is I'll show you just the exact same action on a forwards 4, even though we don't want to go back and forward in your bracelet. I just want to show those who decide to go the forwards 4, if they are left-handed and that seems more natural to them, they have that idea of how that looks like, what that looks like too. So I will continue with the backwards 4 one more time. Then I'll flip it so you can see what I'm doing there. And I might be going back and forth just for the ease of teaching you guys. But whichever way you decide up front, remember, stay consistent that way. Okay. So backwards 4, got a backwards 4 here. We're lifting. Yes.
Anna, sorry to interrupt. One question here. So this strand that we're grabbing right now is the first color that's going to be seen on the outside of the bracelet, right?
Right.
Someone's asking if they did 2 colors and 4 strands of each color, which strand should they grab?
It doesn't matter. Just any 2 of the same color. It does not matter.
Okay, so it's the color that they want to see first. That's the color that they should grab. Okay.
Yes, that's a great question. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Perfect. And what you will see is we'll use these 2 colors to make a length of a stripe. Then we're going to drop them and pick 2 more up and go. And then later you won't know what's what. It doesn't matter. So you're just going to keep going. And this will make plenty of sense shortly when it comes to that. But yeah, go ahead and, 2 does not matter. It just keep with the, whatever one that you're doing your backwards 4, keep with those 2 strands until you're ready to change colors.
Perfect.
Okay. So one more time on the backwards 4. It doesn't mean that's the only time. I'm just for this, little, instruction piece. And I'm going to lift up, you see my 4, I'm going to lift up my strands that are vertical, and I'm going to go through this loop here, the 4, through the opening of the 4, and grab these and pull them up back through there. So you have this, and then I'm going to just pull it up towards the top, and you'll start to see this little ridge build, which is this kind of spiral that goes around the outside. Okay. And it's going to kind of move. So you may want to, here in a little bit, after we do this a couple of times, you may want to untape and just turn it a little bit so it's easier to, and we'll get through that shortly. Okay. For those who may be left-handed, who may have chosen to go this way. Okay. It's the exact same action, but just so you have the same visual, then I'm just lifting, I'm reaching through the 4, I'm grabbing the tails of the 4 of the strand that was going horizontal, and then I'm going up. Okay. Now I'm going to undo that because I want to continue going the same direction, but just wanted to give you that visual. I'll show it one more time, and then I'll go back to my backwards 4 since that's the direction I was working. Okay. So forwards 4, through the 4, the whole of the 4, grab the tails, pull it through the loop, and then tighten it up to the top. Okay. So I'm undoing it because I was working in backwards 4. So I'll say one more time, if you guys are, if you decided you started with the backwards 4, you want to continue with your backwards 4 throughout the whole bracelet. Okay. So I'm going to do a couple more of the oranges and we'll switch color. Okay. So backwards 4, reach through the hole, or lifting, reach through the hole. I'm grabbing the ends and pulling it tight. Okay. And it's starting to kind of curl around. Backwards 4, grab through, pull it tight. And just for fun, I will do one more. Got my 4 shape. I'll call it just the 4 shape. So that way, if you do forwards or backwards, no one's confused. So we got our 4 shape. Grab through, pull it, and tighten it up. Okay. So you can see now I've got this little spiral that's going around. Okay. So I'm going to change colors. To change colors, I'm just dropping the orange and mixing it in with my group, or adding it in with my group. And I'm just going to grab the orange or the green just because it was the first color I saw. I'm going to grab both green strands. And I'm just separating them because I like them to be, just pulled out the way they naturally are within the bundle. But I mean, literally I can pull this around any way I want to. and it's going to end in the same result. Okay, so I have the green ones out, and I'm going to move them over here because I was working that direction. And I'm just straightening out my strands here from my little careless mess that I just made, because that's the way I roll sometimes. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, same thing. I'm just going to continue working. So I'm going to pick up my green, make my 4, lift, grab through the hole, and pull taut. Pull tight. Now it's going to, because it's starting to spiral around, it's going to kind of move. It may move me, over in that direction. So that's all I'm doing. And I'm going to continue with my 4, reach through the hole, grab my strands, pull through, work it up. 4, through, pull, tighten. Okay. I'm going to do another one, and then I'll change colors again. Now I'll show you again how to change colors. Okay. So there's that. And I'll do one more just because I did 5 before. I'll do 5 this time. 4, reach through, grab, and pull tight. Okay. So I'm going to change colors again. I'm going to go with pink. And then I'm going to pull this out. I think we're starting to. Okay. So all I did, pulled out the pink, kept the strands going. And see what I mean? Like if these were all the same color, or if these were two different colors, you don't know, it doesn't matter which ones you pull, because you're just going to start working, working them around the bracelet. So if you have 4 purples, grab 2, start working it. Now you don't want to really grab the next 2 purples. You don't want to really grab the same ones, because your working thread will start to get shorter at the bottom. But really, if you're doing one color, you don't really need to change colors. So you just can keep moving. So there's that. So pink, grab it, pull it through, tighten it up. And then I'm just going to keep working. And that is it. Is this technique, everyone getting this technique down?
It looks like it, yeah.
Great. I'll just do a couple of more, and so we can remember how to practice. Then I'm going to just skip forward and show you how to do the end. And I'll just show it to you because it's very similar to what we already did. So we're not learning a new technique on that. So I will just show you how to do that. So that way you can work on this, after we learn a couple more techniques, you can work on this, practicing this later. Okay, and there's a couple. So for me to finish this out, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull it up from the tape, take it out of your contraption, whatever it is you put it down on. And then if you see here, all I did was I did another overhand knot at the end. I skipped a little bit, did a second overhead knot, and then trimmed the ends. That's it. So pretending that I did my whole bracelet here, and you don't have to do this because I know you want to probably work on this a little bit more and finish it up. But just so you can see what I do. Sorry, I'm just flipping it because I have my hands backwards here. I'm just going to do the overhand knot again, and then slide it up to right under my last friendship bracelet knot that I did up at the top, and then just tighten it. Skip a little bit of room here, and really you can just go ahead and just wrap it around and get that knot going, and then you can move it up as you're tightening it. Now I like this right here to be the place that fits on my arm. So when you're measuring it to see how it's going to fit on your wrist, you want to make sure that the loops are going to hit that spot in between. So that way this kind of grips, the loop grips that knot, so it can keep it in place. So that is, do we need to see that last part again, or do you think we're good?
I'd say one last
Okay.
time, just for anyone who has questions on it.
Awesome. I'm just going to unknot these. It's fairly easy when you have a whole bunch. It's fairly easy to unknot. So, but it doesn't come undone. It's fairly easy to undo it if you want it undone. I just want to clarify that. Okay, so pretending at my bracelet's all the way done. All I'm going to do is wrap it around my fingers and go through just like an overhand knot. Oops, I didn't grab all the strands. Okay, and then I'm just going to use my hands, use my fingers and move it up. So it is at the bottom of, it's touching the last set of friendship knots that I did, or not. And then I'm going to do it again, do a second overhand knot. And then work it up again, but leave a little bit of space so those loops can have somewhere to rest when you have it on your wrist. So there's that. So going to here, when you wear it, you just kind of loosen it up. I used to use the knot as the anchor to push it through because it's a little bit more substantial, and it's gonna rest right there when you're wearing it. So then you have a little built-in tassel. And we didn't even have to do anything to make that tassel. It was easy. You just trim the end. Okay, awesome. That is our first technique. I'm just going to set that aside and we will come back to that. Or you guys can come back to that later. You can watch the video, and if you need to refer back to how we did some of that. And now we are going to move on to our striped friendship bracelet. Okay. This is cool because I like to do this one because it's cool because it's on the stretchy. You can, because the ends you tie on. So once you tie it on to yourself, trim the ends. It's not easy to take it off. So having it stretchy makes it easy. So let's get started on that. So again, we need 36 inches of our cord, whatever cording you chose to. I'm going to cut this open because I can sit here and fight with it, but we're going to make this easy. And well, I said I was. And we want, well, it's gonna, there we go. So we want 36 inches of this. I have let's see, I have 4 cords here. So, okay, so however many cords that you have, that determines your stripes and the width. Okay, if I were to do 6 strands, this would be, if you can see here, the 2 knots width wider. If I did 3, it would be, 1 smaller. So it just depends on the width that you want on your bracelet. For the purpose of this, I will stick with 4 as well. But I'm going to do something a little bit different than what I did here. So that way it might be a little bit easier to see as if somebody is using maybe a couple of the same color. So I'm going to choose 3 colors, but I'm going to do 4 strands. So 2 of my colors will have the same, 2 of my strands will be the same color. Okay. So so I need 4 strands of these, any colors that you want, 36 inches. So 36 inches, remember I said it was kind of our magic number earlier. I'm not really sure. Actually, our third bracelet is not a 36 inch. It is actually 48, but for the purpose of this, we need 36. Okay. So I'm just going to, as I did before, I'm going to go off camera for a second and measure. And then I am going to just line everything up and make this easy for covering the rest. So give me just 1 second. So there's 12, 24, 36, and it doesn't have to be exact, but it's just it's a good starting off point. I'm going to see if this the rest of the 11, if it was 36. Oh, it's close. So I'm just cheating a little bit here. I'm just going to use this yellow. My yellow is going to be my 2 strand. And by cheating, I mean because I already had that one unwrapped. I'm just going to grab a teal. All these colors are similar because I like the bright colors. And then I'm going to go with, what color should I go with? What color should I go with? Maybe red, nice and bright, and not a color I've used yet. And I'm just lining them up so I can't, well, this one's going to be a little bit harder to do it like I did all at once, like I did last time. So I'm going to make this a little bit easier on myself and not get all tangled up. I'm just going to tuck that end in here. So I'll hold that in place, and then you find the end. They didn't make these ends kind of hard to find. I see one, but I think that's the bottom. And there we go. Just pull it. Oh, I'm getting twisted. Sorry. Oh, not as pretty on camera, is it? This is real life, people. Things get twisted and we get, we get messed up here.
Anna, there's a little bit of confusion on how long and how many strands we need. Could you go over that one more
Yes.
time, please?
Okay. So for the purpose of what the one we're doing today, I'm choosing 4 strands. You can do 3, you can do 5. I would suggest 4, especially on this first one. And then you need 36 inches of each one. Roughly. Doesn't have to be exact, but that's just a good number. So I have, oops, let me see. I have 3 strands. I'm sorry, I have 4 strands, 3 colors. I did 2 yellow, 1 teal, 1 red. You can do 4 different colors. You can do 4 of the same color. Whatever you want to do, but whatever it is, you need 36 inches. If you were to do 4 of the same color using this pack, you would need 2 packs. Because if you wanted 4 yellows, you only get 2 36 lengths out of what comes in this pack. So that's the beauty of this package. You can do multiple colors, but it's also a little bit of a downfall because then if you want multiple of the same color, because what it basically does is just like, what the bracelet? Oh, here it is. He was hiding. All the stripes would be the same color if you used one. You would still have the same texture, just all be the same color, which is, I do that all the time. It's a great comp, like a supplement if I'm making multiple bracelets. I think it's great to have something with, a solid color. It just kind of helps everything blend and not be so, I like things bright. Obviously I've got all my bright colors on here, but see, this is kind of monochromatic. So it gives me a little bit of a neutral. So, and just like the others, I'm lining them all up. So I apparently did not get these exactly the same width length, but that's okay. I'm just lining them up the best I can so they are even. And then like I did here, I came in, looks like I did about 5 or so inches. Let's see. Yeah, 6 inches in, and I tied an overhand knot. Same knot, doesn't have to be exact. That gives me plenty of room to knot. If you are a good knotter with shorter lengths, go for it. I just, not everybody is. I can, but not everybody is. So I left a little bit extra long length. So I think it's, you can't add to it, but you can always cut some off. So I always try to kind of keep that in perspective. So I'm just doing a guesstimate here about 5 to 6 inches. And then I'm going to do that overhand knot just like we did before with all of your strands. And then I'm just moving it over because I think whenever I do my knot, I tend to be kind of messy. I'm all over the place. So I'm just going to get it to where it's about 5 to 6 inches from the end. Okay. Do we need to go through? I know we did a couple of overhand knots before, so I think we're probably pretty good.
I think we're good. We do have 2 questions here though.
Awesome.
So someone's asking, would 2 pink and 2 teal strands be okay? Would that work as well?
Absolutely. That would be super cute. Love that.
Awesome. And the other question is, how many inches did you cut off?
30, each strand is 36 inches.
Okay, so whatever's remaining after those 36, that's what you would cut off.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yep. And then we're going to knot it and we are going to tape it down. And all I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of arranging this in the order that the stripes that I want, just like we did before. I said we didn't do that before. We didn't separate it out, but you want to kind of, on this one, you want to pre-plan. Where the other one, you can kind of go, oh, I think this color, like this one here, you can go, oh, I think blue looks good and pick it up. This one, you have to kind of know up front, which cut the order of your stripes. And I have my 2 yellows on the outside. So I will have 2 yellows together eventually, because these things will move across. This is a cool bracelet. I love this one. This is fun. So if we are ready.
We are, just a clarification, because we have questions here. The knot you did here is the same knot that you did on the previous bracelet. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. Just an overhand knot at the end. If you're using, now you can use this same, I should have said this before. You can use this floss also to do this bracelet. If you prefer this, you can do this same floss. If this is all that you purchased, you can use this absolutely. The same floss and it's the same knot, at the end. All that's doing is just holding it together. Okay.
Perfect.
So, yep. And it's the same, the cording doesn't matter so much, is just the technique that you're doing. Okay, so just like the last one, we're working with our 4 shapes, but we are going to work forward 4 shapes. Okay, like you would do your 4, like when you do, I mean, if you make your 4s like this, I do when I'm going slow, but when I'm going fast, it's usually a much open. But anyway, so we're going to do the 4 shapes again. So on here, this first strand, the one all the way to the left, is going to be our working strand. Okay, we're moving this, we're going to make knots and move it across all of the strands. So all the strands individually. Okay, so I have this arranged in the order I want my stripes. So then I'm going to pick up my working strands, always the one to the left for this technique, for the stripe technique. If you're making diamonds and chevrons and different things, you may work the other way, but for the purpose of what we're doing today, this is your work. The one to your left is your working strand. Once we work this one over, it's going to drop. We're going to pick up the next one and that will be your working strand. But for our first row, working strand is this first yellow one. Okay. So I like to keep mine pretty separated because that way it's easy for me to see, especially if I'm using, longer strands or sometimes the same colors, they can kind of get a little bit mixed up in there. So I am keeping mine kind of separated. Okay. So I'm going to make my first 4, and yes, it's going to go over these because they're laying here, but I'm working with this red strand only. So if it makes it a little bit easier, I'm going to move these a little bit more out of the way, but keep them in the right order. Okay. So that way you can see I'm only working on this red one first. So I have my 4, same technique. I'm reaching inside, I'm grabbing it and moving it up. Okay. You're going to do that again on the same strand. Okay. You're going to go make your 4. You're going to reach through and grab it. And then you're going to work that knot up to the top. Okay. So you want to do 2. Every time you're going to do 2. So now I'm done with my red one. I'm going to move it out of the way. I'm going to bring my teal one in. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take the forwards 4. I'm going to reach through, grab it, pull it through and tighten it up. And then I'm going to do it again over the teal. Make my forwards 4, reach through, grab it, pull it. So we're applying the same things we've already learned. Yes, it is the other direction as far as, backwards, forwards, unless you were left-handed and you started that way. You got a little bit of a jump start on all of us. I'll move that out of the way and bring this other yellow one in. Still holding my working cord. It's the same one I've been working from the beginning. This was on the left side when we started. The knots are moving it over. We're working it across all of the strands. So it's cool to build on, you learn one technique and then you go to the next one. It's a little bit more difficult, but you apply the same techniques that you already learned and then add to them. So this is a great example of that. So we're going to do our forwards 4 again. Reach through. None of these are the same color, so I'm sorry, it makes it a little bit, maybe a little bit harder to see. And then I'm going to tighten it up. Then I'm going to forwards 4, bring it through, pull and tighten. So again, always do 2 knots per strand, per vertical strand that you're working your working cord over. Okay. So this was, if you remember, the one I have in my hand was the one that started here. And now when I bring all of my cords down, the one I started with is now all the way to the right. Okay. So now it is no longer, I'm not working with that one anymore. I'm going to pick up my red one. This one's going to be my working now. Okay. So like I did before, to make it a little bit easier to see. And once you get your rows down, they start to kind of separate. So it makes it a little bit easier to see. But the first one can be a little bit more challenging. Okay. So I've got my red. I'm going to do my forward 4. I'm going to reach through, grab the cord, pull it through. Sorry, it grips that, and tighten the knot and do it one more time over the teal. Through, pull it. Okay. And then I'm done with the teal. I'm going to bring it down. And yes, I actually do this with mine. I do separate them this much and do toss them out. I was like, well, I'm done with you. Toss it. It just makes it easier to see what I'm working with, especially if I have multiples. So forward 4, grab through, pull and tighten. Second knot over the same cord. And done with you this yellow. Bring in my last yellow and do it again. And you'll see we're starting, you'll see our second stripe is almost complete. Go through and pull it. The second knot really just, the first one kind of, it's just like if you did one knot across, it just doesn't give the same uniform and as pretty. So you definitely want to do 2 knots across each cord, onto each cord. Okay. So now I'm bringing them down. I can see I'm going to grab the teal. It's going to be my working cord now. Move these 2 out of the way, work over the very next cord that's next to it. 4, reach through, grab, and tighten. Second knot over the same cord. 4, reach through, grab, and tighten. Okay, done with this one. Bring in the next yellow. How are we doing?
We have 2 questions here. I'm not
Okay.
quite sure I fully understand them. Maybe you will.
Okay.
So the first one is, did you put the strands in half before you knotted them?
No, I did
Okay.
not. Nope. The end, if you see here, this is the finished one. The end, where on the first one where we did fold it in half, we had the loop. That's the fold in half. We just cheated the system a little bit on this one. What we did was we worked smarter, not harder. Instead of cutting 2 and then figuring out your loop, we just cut 1 long strand, folded it in half, and started from the middle and worked down to finish our bracelet. This one is a different ending, so we're just working straight down. So there's no loop or anything. Now you can do it that way. Absolutely. Just double the length. So if you're going to do a 36-inch and then fold it in half, and I do that often, then you just need to cut 72 inches instead of 36 of each strand. But note that when you fold it, that's your 2. So you can either work them together like we did on this one, or you can do single strands and just have that many more. So it's very flexible. This bracelet is this technique is very flexible with ways that you can do it. So we have our 2 here. Did you say there was another question as well?
Yes, and another one came in, so 2 more. The next one is, so do a forwards 4 across each color in order. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And what I did was to ease of showing, and I'll do it again right here. To ease of showing, I was just showing the ones I'm working on. So if you can see here, I've got my stripes. So working cord, this is the first vertical. So I'm just moving these 2 out of the way, just so so it's easier to see what I'm doing, what I'm working with. And it's easier for me to see what I'm doing, what I'm working with. Okay. So I'm going to go 4 over the first strand, and remember, do 2 knots. So you do individually. So you do 1 and then you tighten it. And then you're going to go over it again and tighten it. Okay. And once you do the 2, you're going to move that one. And then I'm just grabbing the next one. Now, all I did was in the beginning is I just arranged them under the knot. I taped it to my desk and arranged them under the knot, the order I wanted them in. Wanted my stripes. And that's how I determined, the order that they laid down on the desk. You're going to work left to right. And then the other thought, I had another thought about that. Give me just a second. My mind. After you do the first row, it kind of naturally, the knots kind of naturally keep them in check in the order they're supposed to be in. I say supposed to be, the order that you chose them, and they stay in that order. And because this is this stretchy cord, it's a little bit temperamental, so it'll start to kind of twist on you a little bit. I just move usually I just pick up my tape and just move it down. Just keeps it in check here. But the nice thing is you can see the stripes. Start to see my stripes. Now, if you want it a thicker, let's see, I'm about to do here. I'll show you this. I'm about to do another yellow, so you'll see I'll have a thick yellow stripe. So I'm going to work a little faster, just so I can get a little bit further down, so I can show you guys what some of these things look like when there's 2 colors. If you use, if you're using 2 of the same color that are side by side, you can see the stripe, what that looks like, a little bit thicker. And I'm just gonna move through fairly quick, and then we'll move to our next technique, unless we need to slow down a little bit on this one. So don't be alarmed. I'm just working fast. If you need me to show you those knots again, I am very, very, I would absolutely slow down and show you again. That is no problem. That's what I could not get in my head. My head would not come up with that word. No problem. So again, I'm just flying through pretty quick. So when I said earlier I was going to be doing these very exaggerated, when I have it down and I say, lay it down, do your 4. That's what I mean by exaggerate. If you can see here, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just doing it much faster. It is very, this takes practice. It takes practice. It's not something I learned overnight. It's not something most people learn overnight. And if it's a little bit harder to grasp, don't give up. Just keep practicing. It is not, sometimes these things take practice. I crochet, and it took me, I started when I was younger. My mom tried to teach me, and I was just like, I can't do this. I forget it. And my mom kept encouraging me, and I crochet to this day. Beautiful work. So just take your time. This is not something, if you start to get frustrated, just walk away for a few minutes and then come back and try it again. Just take a deep breath. It's not, and just know this is not the easiest thing to learn overnight. So, or right away. It takes practice. So just take your time, and just practice. And the tension, when I take tension, I mean the size of your knots and how tight you tie them. That also comes with practice. So just watch what what works, what works for you. And I also may not supposed to say this, but I'm going to anyways. Get with your parent, and you guys look at different videos out there, and see if there's something else that maybe there's another if you're having a little bit of a harder time with some of the knots, there may be another way somebody does the knot that may just be easier to see from their vantage point. But definitely do it with a parent, and you guys work on this together, because this is a fun thing. I'll guarantee you, I shouldn't guarantee you, most of your parents probably did these when they were younger. This was a very popular trend in the 70s. This was a very popular trend in the 90s. This is also coming back. Seems like every other generation. I did this when I was younger. I love doing it, and my daughter does it. So it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to slow down again real quick. And then if we're going to have time to try to get in a little bit of the technique of the third one, I'm going to switch over. But again, you can see these videos. I'm just going to do one row quickly, but not, I should say, I'm going to do one row slow, really quick. I know that makes no sense. That was not make sense, but in my head it did.
So Anna, while we do this row, we do have a question here. Someone's asking if you could show how to do a bead bracelet. So that's not today's class. I'm sure there will be some in the future. However, if you wanted to add beads to any of these bracelets, how would you do that?
Great question, because I'm going to show that in the next one. But you can add beads to these bracelets. What you do is you slide them on, and then you work around them. So as simple as that may sound, I will show you. I'm just going to grab an alphabet bead because it's right here, and the holes are kind of big and they're easier to pop these through. You don't have to do all of them. I'm going to leave this one out. I'm going to leave my working thread out, just because it makes it a little bit easier in my head. So I didn't even know what letter I grabbed. I grabbed a W. So I'm just going to slide it on, and then you're going to keep working. Now you can put this through here and just keep working. But leaving one out kind of grips it. If for some reason your hole's bigger than your letters, it could slide around. If you don't want it to slide around, you may want like your outside ones on the outside to kind of wrap around it. So now I'm just going to keep working. So all I did was I popped that bead on, and I'm sorry, I just turned that on. Yeah, I twisted with it in here. It's going to take me just a minute because I got out of order. There we go. Okay. So you're going to go around. And then he's gonna slide around a little bit. So he slides around a little bit until you get that first row in, or first or second row in. It's gonna kind of hide in there for a minute, but it'll pop out. Because this is stretchy, it kind of moved up inside. If you do it with a regular floss, it won't move like that inside, but that's okay. We're going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going and show you quickly what it looks like with a couple of rows below it. So as all I did was I just added a bead and I kept working. Same thing with the next one that we're going to do. The next one we are going to do, you may just want to, I mean, it depends on what your time looks like. I know our time is coming to an end. I am going to do it fairly quickly. So at least it's on video so you can come back and watch it. So that's all I did was I just added it and kept moving. So pretty simple. But again, practice, practice, practice. So there's that. Okay, so our final technique we are going to do is I need 2 strands and they're going to be different sizes. So I need 1 strand that's 48 inches and 1 strand that is 12 inches. I'm going to do, for the ease of seeing it on the contrast against the white, I'm going to do my short strand in the white and then the long strand in the black. So I'm going to do 12 inches in the white. And I'm going to do really quickly 48 inches. And I'm sorry, I'm going to fly through this one. And I want to get it on the video so you can go back to it. So I'm going to go as slow as I possibly can, but I'm just trying to get it in there so you have at least the second option where you can go back and see it, watch the video. And this, let me just cut this tape because I want to work around that.
And so, Anna, could we use the same type of string from the first bracelet to make this third one as well?
Yes, absolutely. Great question. Yes, you can. That first one is probably the most versatile of all of these strands. These guys here, you can do all of these and more. This is a great item to start with. I wanted to show you there were different options. That was the point of doing several different ones, but that's just the beauty of these is all of them are interchangeable. This one would make a much thicker bracelet than the last one we did. So I would recommend 3 strands if you were to do this one at the bracelet we just learned, the stripe, but you definitely can use it. Okay, so the short 12-inch is going to be the inside. Okay, so you work this one's a little tricky. This one you have 1 strand that stays constant. It's what you work on. You're going to do your knots over, similar to this one where we had things in the middle. This is going to be our middle. Okay, like my sample here, I'm going to tie a knot at one end, and that's just going to be the end of my bracelet. And I'm going to add a bead because that's going to be my sliding closure. Okay, so I'm just going to add it here at the bottom and just leave it down at the end. And then I'm just going to, looks like I have about 1.5 inches, probably about an inch and a half. So I'm just going to I'm using the same piece of tape. That's the nice thing about masking tape is you can use the same one over and over. Okay, so the black, I'm going to tuck it underneath it, but I'm going to make both sides even. Okay, so and because this is kind of long, it's going to be hard to see, but this is the middle. Okay, close to the middle. Okay, so I am just going to, I'm going to, so I'm going to kind of do the same technique that we did, but there's going to be kind of it's going to be a little bit trickier. Okay, we're going to kind of do a figure 8. Okay, so hang on, let me straighten this out again. Okay, so it was straight like this. What I did was I took the cord from the right side and kind of did almost like the 4 again. I don't have the point, but kind of like the 4 again. Okay, now I'm going to take the one on the left side and I'm going to lay it down. I'm going to cross because I want to go over this, but then I want to lift the middle one and come up through this hole. And I will slow this down in just a minute. And then I'm going to tighten it. So I have my first knot. Okay. It's the same. We're going to do the same knot. So I'm going to do it again, slower. But once it's on there, it takes a minute to, once you get the first one on there, it's kind of wants to, keep wanting to slide, but now it's easier. So, cause I have an anchor. Okay. You can tie it. You can tie a knot on there if you want to. You can just tie, just like an over, like, let me show you this. That I like to do that a lot because it is a little bit easier, and I probably should have started with that. So I apologize for that. So that's the middle roughly. I'm not, gonna take the time to exactly measure it for the purpose of it here. Now I'm just crisscrossing. Okay, so just crisscrossed. Okay, and I'm just gonna pull it through. So that's just a regular starting of any kind of knot that you usually start a knot. So makes it easy. Okay, so there we have that one. Now sometimes I will, depends on the cord in the middle. Sometimes I'll just put that there just so I can still get in here, but it doesn't snake and squirrel around. Okay, so I'm gonna take from the right side and I'm gonna cross over. So there I've got my 4, backwards 4. Okay, and then so say I'm gonna pretend I'm completing my 4 with the black cord. Okay, so there's my 4 backwards, but I'm gonna take the end. I'm gonna slide it under all of these. Okay, it's going through the middle of the opening of the 4, just like before. Pull it through, but because we had this other piece down here, it looks a little bit different than what we've done before. And then I'm just going to tighten it up. Okay, and then I'm just going to keep doing that. Now, if I work from the same side, remember on the first one, we wanted to stay on the same side because it created the spiral. Same thing here. If we keep working on the same side, it's going to create a spiral. But your whole bracelet, it's going to spiral like this, which is, it's a very cool technique. But for the purpose of this, we're going straight. Okay, so we're going to go back and forth. So now I'm going to work from the left side. I'm going to do a forwards 4. Okay, finish my 4 over it. And the reason I'm being exaggerated is you can see this is on top. Okay, take my end, poke it through the hole, pull it tight. And there is our, what they call a full square knot, is doing both sides. Okay, so now I'm gonna start from the right. So again, back and forth. I'm gonna go back and forth, left, right, go under, pull it through that opening and tighten it up. Now, if I want to add a bead, I'm going to, just like we did before, I'm going to pop the bead on. Okay, and I'm just going to keep working. Okay, so I'm go for this, going left over, finish my 4 here. I'm going to grab the end, poke it through, and then I'm going to tighten it up around that letter. Now it's going to be kind of loose until I do my next one. Okay, so I'm going to do my 4. Then I'm going to go underneath, pull it through that hole, and go slow. I'm going to tighten it up here. How much time do I have? Oh, I think I'm out of time. I'm going to keep working until we are absolutely have to cut off. But thank you guys so much. Please tell me if you have any ideas, what you'd like to learn about in the future. I'm happy to design some classes around what you guys are interested in learning. So thank you so much and have a great afternoon.
Thank you so much, Anna, for an amazing class, and thank you everyone for joining us. Actually, Anna, if we do have one more minute, maybe could you just show us how to end this one or how to finish it off?
Good. Great. Good call. Yes. So at the end, I am going to, I'm just going to tie a knot like I did at the beginning. It's just a regular knot. And all I'm going to do is, because that's what I'm doing. The reason I'm doing that is I just want them to match. I just want the ends to match. And so I'm just going to tie that up, tie that in, tie that. And then usually what I do is I will trim these ends and then add a dab of glue, just Elmer's glue that you have at home, school glue. If mom or dad, an adult, somebody that you that can use hot glue, just dab, just something that just holds that in place, because these are a little bit slippery. And And then all I'm going to do, and we'll just pretend this whole thing is done. I'm going to thread it through my star, just like I did in the beginning. And if I need, if this is too long and I need to trim some, go ahead and do the trim and then tie your knot. Oops, sorry, my knot came undone because I didn't tie it. I didn't pull it through. There you go. Pull it tight. Okay. And then there you go. And if for some reason you kind of feel like, oh, that might come through, just tie another one. Just makes it a little bit more bulky, which is a awesome, which looks great as well. I do, I always do the same to the first, I do the second, tie a knot. So what that does is make sure that they're not going to slip through that hole. And that's how I close it up. If you have these pretty tight, you may not need to add the glue, but I think glue always helps. I use this one. Of course, it's not right here, but this one right here, this is a Creatology glue. It looks like it's in a crayon. It kind of looks like a crayon box, and there's 5 of these sticks, and this is great kids glue. This is for ages, I believe it's for ages 4 and up. It is a great glue, and you can use it on all kinds of surfaces, including these bracelets, these cord types. Also great with paper, glitter, foam. It's a great item. But then just trim the ends, put a dab of glue, and you can tie it off on in the back however you want to do it. I just kind of went to the side just for the ease of letting you see it. And there you go. And you can add more beads. Do 1 knot in between. Do 5 knots in between. Here I just did the 1 knot in between each one because I want a name. I'm a soccer player, so I may put my number's 21. I can put 21 in there. If you're going to a state fair and you need a phone number, you can add a phone number. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do. It's pretty cool. So thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone for coming. And just a reminder, there are plenty more Kids Club classes coming up in June. So if you go to michaels.com/classes, you'll be able to find a whole assortment there. There is another bracelet one coming up. I believe it's June 9th. So don't forget to sign up and we will see you then.
That's with me also. And it's this. Yes, it's this peyote. Sorry, I have it right here. It's called a peyote. It's this type of stitch. And this is with perler beads.
Amazing.
Or with, with Creatology melty beads. Yeah, it's the same thing with Creatology melty beads. It's pretty cool. So.
Okay, So hopefully we'll see you guys there.
Awesome. Thanks, you guys.
Bye.